All right. And I think we're good. Hopefully. All right. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Okay. All right. So number one, factored form. This is a level 2 question. All right. And so this is pretty straightforward, I'm hoping, because you just have to go x minus 5. Oh, sorry, x plus 5 is equal to 0. And you have to go x minus 8 is equal to 0. Ugh. And you have to do x minus 8 is equal to 0. So you have x is equal to negative 5, 8, and 8. And remember, 8 is a double root. All right. And those are the 3 roots, right? This is to the 3rd power, right? Because you have 2 here and then you have a 1 here. So that's to the 3rd power. That's the highest power. Okay. So our 3 roots are, here's negative 5. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a root. And 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 right here. Okay. Erase everything in the middle. All right. And we know that is going to go down on the left and up on the right because of the end behavior. All right. All right. So just plug in a few numbers. You can do the best you can with this, but let's just plug in 0 or plug in -1, or just you might want to kind of spread out your numbers too. Maybe go, let's just try -4, like -2, 0, 2, 4, and 6, maybe, just to kind of give you a good idea of what this is or what this is going to look like. All right. So if we plug in, this is x plus 5 and x minus 8 squared. So you go -4 plus 5, -4 minus 8 squared. Okay, so this is what? 1, -12. Ooh, this is going to be a big number. So that's positive 12, and that's what? 144, right? Okay, all right. And then this is what? -2. Don't get freaked out by these numbers. I mean, it's big, I know, but at the same time, like, these are exponents, so they're gonna go crazy. Okay, you don't know how this, you don't know what it's gonna do. Okay, so -2 plus 5, that's 3, and then what? -10, right? Squared, right? Because -2 minus 8 is -10. 100, so that'll be 103. Sorry, well, this will be 300, right?
Yeah, 300.
Okay. 0 is pretty much just what? 5 times -8 squared. That's 64 times 5. 64 times 5 is 320. All right. And then at 2, probably go, yeah, 2 is what? Positive 3? No, 7. And then -6 squared. So 6 squared is 36 times 7 is 252. Right, and then this is what? 9, and then -4 squared. 16 times 9, 144, and 6 would be 11, and -2 squared, so that's what? 444. Okay, so it should look kind of something like where -4, like 144, maybe like put it right here, then like -2, and make sure you label it just -4, 144. If you guys do that, you're good. Okay, and then sorry, -4 should be here, not there. Then like -2 and 300 will probably be like up here. -2, 300, 0, 320, something like that. Just gonna keep going up, right? And then what? It's gonna shoot straight down, right? And then what's it gonna do is go back up again. So it's gonna look something like that, okay? So some of you guys have asked me like, hey, what if, you know, what if I just get this, like this, what point, Mr. Che, how come, what if I don't get, you, again, you wanna, I can't tell you like how many roots you should have because it depends on the equation, but you do wanna spread it out a little bit, that's all I'm asking you to do. Okay, so make sure you spread out. Raiden, can you go back to your seat? Man, you are seriously driving me crazy, okay? Come on. Let's take this seriously, and let's not be disrespectful to the process right now, okay? All right, so it shoots up, and so yeah, some of you guys, you may not hit the highest point, but you should kind of be close to it, so to a certain extent. All right, your table will kind of reveal to me to like where your values are kind of thing. All right. Any questions on that? We're good, right? So the factors are here. Table is right here. The table will really help out with a lot of things. Okay. All right, number 2. I list all factors. So we already have 2 of the factors, right? You have the factors of -2, and you have the factor of 4. So how do you get the other 2 factors? By using what? What's the first step? Synthetic division. So make sure again 4, and then 8, -14, -71, -10, and +24. So 8, 32, was it 18? Is that right? Yeah, 18. 18 times 4 times 18, 72. Thank you. This is what? 1, 4, -6, -24, and 0. Okay. Then you have the factor of -2. Remember to start at on the 8, 18 row, 8, 18, 1, -6 row. Don't start all over. Some of you guys are going to still start all over, I know, but don't do that, please. It would be -16, 2, 4. Is that right? No. -4, -3, +6, and 0. Okay. Thank you. Yes.
What if I do a -2 first?
That's fine. It'll come out the same way. Okay. All right. So now we have 8x squared plus 2x minus 3. Can you factor this? Okay. Can you? Okay. So this will be -24 and 2. So what? 6 and 4. Okay. Thank you. And then you put the 8 above. So this will be 4 over 3. This will be 2 over -1. So it will be 4x plus 3, and then 2x minus 1. Okay, so if we have this here, it would be 4x plus 3 is equal to 0. 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Your other roots are going to be -3 over 4 and 1/2. Okay. When you have like a -3 over 4 and 1/2, just choose 0 in between. Like I don't need you to like do like 4 or 5 factors in between those. It would be kind of just put 0. That should be fine. So our factors are 4. It'd be 4, so it'll be right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have -2. We have what were they? -3/4, which is right here, and 1/2, right? Which is like right here. Okay. And behavior on this is what? Both go up. All right. So we're going to plug in. I mean, this would be a little bit easier in the sense. We're definitely plugging in 0. That's 24. Let's say this is 24. Right? Just plug in -1 and plug in maybe 2 and 3-ish, maybe even 4. A lot of work here. So let me do this over here. 8, -1 to the 4th power minus 14, -1 to the 3rd power minus 71, -1 to the 3rd power minus 10, -1 plus 24. This is what? -1 to the 4th power is 1. This is 8. This is -1, positive 14. Oh, sorry, this is the second power, right? This is 1, -71, plus 10, plus 24. You guys get this? So it is, should be a negative number, 22, -18, -15, thank you. So -15, let's just say it's down here. Again, it may not, just make sure you don't have to count 15, just estimate it. So just put -1, 15, and put it down here. Let me go up, straight up from here, straight down. Maybe get like 2, 3, or 4. Maybe just get one of those. Maybe just choose 3, because that's in between, the most like in between these numbers. So did anybody get 3? The Y value of 3?
-375.
-375. Holy moly. Okay, so it's all the way down here. All right, and so that will be 3 and -375. Okay, just label it like what I just did. And you're good. Might go down even more, but that's okay. I think it's something like this. Let me redraw this. Something like that. All right, it's gonna look messy. That's okay. All right, last one. We're going to kind of take a little bit long. All right, we have the possible, now the P over Q. All right. So we have factors of 6. So factors of 6 are, let me put this all the way to the corner. Factors of 6 over factors of 1. Okay. Right, because P is 6, Q is 1. So it will be 1, 2, 3, and 6. Those are the only possible factors of 6, and then 1, and plus or minus. So let's list out all the possible factors. Will be plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, and plus or minus 6. Okay, so there's gonna be no fraction here. So when you get this problem, you're gonna get a problem similar to this. You're not gonna have more than you're not gonna have a lot of factors. Okay, this is 8, but yeah, hopefully you guys could kind of, right? So it's kind of a guessing game. You're kind of just choosing which ones, so maybe let's try like positive 1. Okay, 1, -6, 11, -6. You go 1, what? 1, -5, -5, 6. Oh my gosh, I got it first try. Nice. So yes. All right, so I was like, I'm gonna have to do this like 10 times. You get your first try, hey, you're lucky. Okay, so you're good. All right. So you got your first try, and so it's what? X squared minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. And then what happens? You factor it out. So 6 and -5, 3 and 2, -3 and -2. So our two factors are going to be x minus 3 and x minus 2, and x plus, sorry, it's x minus 1, right? Because whatever, remember, you're taking the opposite side of that number, the number in the box. Right? So when we graph this here, 3, 2, and 1 are our factors. So maybe you might want to spread them out. Maybe like put it every 2. Here's 1, here's 2, and here's 3. Again, it's up to you, just And then what's the power? It's the third power, so what? Down on the left, up on the right. This one kind of sucks because you have to use decimals, but you just have to do 1.5 and 2.5. Okay. That will pretty much tell you everything that you need to know. So pretty much 1.5 to the third power minus 6 to the 1.5 to the second power plus 11 times 1.5 minus 6. And 2.5 down here. So let's make sure you guys have your calculator and know how to use your calculator. 1.5 to the third power is 3.375 minus 1.5 to the second power, which is 2.25 times 6 is 13.5 plus 11 times 1.5 is 16.5 minus 6. So 3.375 minus 13.5 plus 16.5 minus 6 is equal to 0.375. All that for 0.375. So you may want to go increments of 2 here. So 0.375 is less than 1/2, so it's probably like right here. And plug in 2.5. Did anybody plug in 2.5 for this?
Negative 3.7.
Negative 3.75?
Negative 0.3.
Oh, sorry, you know what? So this is positive.
Yeah.
Okay, so I should have, sorry, it's supposed to be above that then.
Oh,
So this is that, sorry. And then this is that, and it does something like that. Again, it's just really making sure that you do the math correctly, you know? That's probably the easiest way to make a mistake on this. All right, any questions about this?